Hey guys, Nate and Kara Elmore here from Team Salud. Nate picked that for us because salud means help in Spanish and also looks like salad. So we are also Team Salad. So we wanted to do a little video for those of you who also weren't able to go to the seminar and haven't been able to meet us, because there are some of you who are out of state. We will be uploading our detox seminar video shortly. It was an hour long though, so it's taking a little bit of time to edit that and get it up. But we are trying to do a video a day for each of you to put into our group so that you feel more connected with us and feel like we are answering some of your questions. So one of the questions that almost every one of you have asked is, what is the difference between blending and juicing, and why do we feel like juicing is so important? So I will let Nate go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so the difference between juicing and blending, juicing and blending are about the same. Juicing has a little bit more nutrition content, so if you're dealing with somebody with a chronic degenerative type disease, somebody who needs a lot of nutrition real fast, juicing would be the option. Blending is an option because it's a lot faster, it's cheaper. So if you had like 10 apples and decided to juice 10 apples, you would get probably, I would say, a full cup, maybe 2 cups of juice. But if you blended it, all you would need is about 2 apples, 2 to 3 apples. So when you juice, it takes more product than smoothies do. So it's going to be a lot cheaper. So if you want to go that route, then blending is the better way to go. Also, so going back to some of the major differences, obviously they're both good for you. We don't take sides on this because we do both, some juicing in the morning, some smoothies.
And it depends on my time also. Juicing obviously takes a lot longer for the cleanup and prep. So
if you want high amounts of nutrition and you're sick, you're trying to fix something, whether it's a chronic degenerative disease or it could be lupus, fibromyalgia, some type of joint disorder, fatigue, juicing's the way to go. Not that you shouldn't ever do smoothies. Smoothies are fine too. It's just juicing gets more nutrition in faster because you take out all the nutrition in the food, and there's larger amounts of food, and you drink it in a juice but all the fiber's gone. So that's a negative against juicing is you do miss out on the fiber, which is good for colon health. It's good for eliminating cholesterol and things like that. So it does have some negative effects by not getting the pulp out of it. But blending is fine too. You're getting all the pulp. You're keeping it. So a lot of times people see all the waste going out the back, thinking, "Wow, I'm just wasting my money." If that's the case, that's fine. You can blend. Just know that the nutrition content's going to be less because you're using less fruits and vegetables to get the same amount of juice in there. So really there's not a difference. Do whatever you want. This is a difference between good and maybe better. So it's not a difference between good and bad. Either one is going to be fantastic, but we recommend both. I can't think of anything, other than organ reserve, which I haven't really talked about much, but I'll talk about it in some of the seminars when we talk about enzyme therapy, is the organs in your body have a reserve tank. They have their own food storage. And so when you're running low, your organs can actually draw from that reserve, or your body can draw from the organ reserve to supply the body's needs of raw materials like vitamins and minerals and enzymes and things like that. So a lot of us have deficient diets nowadays. If we're typical American diet, we don't have a lot of organ reserve, or our organs don't have the proper food storage for us. And so in times of need, we're depleted. We're required to do something. That's when we start to feel sick. So by juicing, you're getting more of the vitamins and minerals packed into your organs as an organ reserve or a food storage. So you can use those in times of need. Whereas smoothies, maybe not so much, but you are getting the fiber and you're getting more full, probably, from a smoothie, but less nutrition. So it's a trade-off. We'll talk more about enzyme therapy, and that's a big thing too. We haven't really touched on enzymes at all, but enzymes are really, really important. Last lecture we talked about detoxification, and that's extremely important, but enzymes run the entire body. and we're all enzyme deficient if we're not doing a few things about that, which I'll discuss. Living food versus dead food, cooking versus raw, all that fun stuff. There's a reason behind it. It's true, and we'll talk about that next time. Anything you want to add?
That's it. Oh, you know what? When you juice, if you are worried about what to do with your pulp, I give it to our neighbors who have chickens, and it makes them happy. And I also am now starting to put it in my garden to prepare for when we plant in a few months. So you do not have to waste it. It actually goes somewhere good.
Good.
Thanks.